you come up later on today. You're actually in the same heat as Mark McCarthy.
Yeah.
When you guys are out in the water, and all rules out the window, it's game on.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Like it's always a pity to have to surf against Mark, especially when it's like most 90% of the time it's just myself and him as the South African representation on the tour. So it's a bit of a pity to get drawn together this early. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's still 2 people advancing from that heat, so we just gotta play the cards right, and hopefully me and Mark will be the ones that advance through that.
So, yeah, just looking forward, Mark McCarthy, Jared Houston, and Leonardo Costa, the current #1 in the Confederation of Brazilian Bodyboarding. That'll be a killer heat. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing you ride these clean conditions. Like I said, after seeing the video clips and the photo stills, you seem to dial into this place pretty quick.
Yeah, and I'm just super excited to get out. I was actually kind of hoping I was going to be in the first heat. Unfortunately, Sam Bennett got eliminated, and he was the seed in front of me, so I went up to take his spot, and that's why I've now moved down into McCarthy's end of the draw. But I just wanted to get out there right now. It looks so fun, and just the sun's out, and it's just exactly back to how it was when we first got here, when we all loved it.
And here we have Ben Player up and riding.
It's got a bit of a steep one there. Good roll out of the bowl. It's going to come around and look for something else. Whoa, another another roll. Bit of a jammer roll off nothing there, but that was a good backup wave for BP. We've got an update on the situation here, but first we got Fransley Ferreira. Not getting much on that, but yeah, the scores have finally dropped, and Jake Stone is way out in front now with a 6.38 and a 7.95. Fransley Ferreira is in second. He needs a 9.25 to be first. He's sitting on a score of 4.5 and 5.08, so he needs to get busy. And BP is still in third, needing a 4.2 to be second, which I dare say he might have after his last wave. So let's see. Wait for those scores to drop.
Yeah, Ben Player doesn't really need a whole lot. Yeah, there we go. Situation change, as you can see on the screen. Ben Player jumps up into the second spot, bumping Francelli Ferreira into the third spot. France is in jeopardy of being eliminated, but again, 11 minutes remaining in this heat. I'm sure we're going to see some shuffling around, as we usually do, a mad scramble of wave exchange towards the end of the heat, but we'll just have to wait and see what Mother Nature dishes out.
Yeah.
But Jake Stone and Ben Player, the 2 Australians in control at the moment. Jake Stone firmly in the lead.
Yeah, Jake having another look at this one. Nice insider, nice looking wave. He's going pretty fast, looking for something off the end. A sick little air reverse. Perfect style.
And it looked like he rode out of that one, so that
yeah,
solid ride there from Stoney. A nice little air revo off of that end section.
Yeah, no, Stoney's the best young Australian at the moment. He's coming up really. He's not coming up. He's already there. He's one of the best riders in the world, and he's got some big sponsors behind him, and he's looking like he's en route for very big things. So it's great to see him having a good heat out here. This year's been a bit slow for him so far, and yeah, Stoney always, the last 3 years, he's always seemed to start off slow and build up to a really strong finish. So maybe this year will be an even stronger finish for him.
All right, so we have just under 10 minutes remaining, and again, Jake Stone firmly in the lead with a 14.33 combined score, followed by Ben Player with an 11.16. This is round 3 of the main event here at the 2012 Itacoatiara Pro, sponsored by Pride, Uzuke.com, and Net. This is an elimination heat. Top 2 waves count, 12 wave max, 30-minute heats. Give us a rundown of the showdown format, Jerry.
Yeah, the showdown format, it's a much different format to what we used last year, the leaderboard rounds, and I think the general thread throughout all the riders that we enjoy this one a lot more. There's a lot of surfing that gets involved with it, and but it's basically everyone starts off in round 1 with a 4-man draw of 8 heats. Top 2 advance to round 3 with the 3rd and 4th place. You've got Stoney taking another little insider. Good backy. Whoa, almost going over the nose of his board there. You can see his flexibility there. He's been training pretty hard. So I think he's just showing off how flexible he's become. But yeah, in regards to the format, then yeah. So this is basically, this round is now the culmination of 2 rounds, where the 3rd and 4th place getters from yesterday. Yesterday's round 1 had to face off in round 2. Top 2 advance, and this results in a round 3 of 8 heats with 3 people each. Top 2 advancing, and that then goes into the 4th round, which is called the freedom of expression round, or basically just a free surf round, really, where there's no elimination, but a win could see you all the way through to round 6, and a second place, second, third, well, first and second will see you all the way to round 6, and 3rd and 4th will see you in round 5, man on man. So it's a very exciting format. There's just a lot of surfing involved.
And here we have Ben Player up and riding on this one, driving around the section. Goes for the high speed line, drops back down, and going for the reverse off the top. Unfortunately, slides off the back on that one.
Yeah, you can see like out here, there's because it's a pretty shallow sandbank, it goes from deep to shallow very fast. A lot of times you see riders getting stuck on top of a step almost in the wave, where they'll be riding and everything's going sweet, they're drawing a good line, and suddenly you'll see it suck up really quickly as you did in that wave right there. And there'll kind of be like almost like a stairs effect on the face, which can really throw you off when you're going really fast. And I think that's kind of what happened to BP right there, is that he got stuck on top of the step and still drew a good line into his reverse, but because of that step, it just sucked out too hard and pushed him over the back of the wave. So it's a very tricky wave to ride out there.
Yeah, for those of you joining us today, just now, smaller conditions, but still a lot of water moving around out there. You can see it right there. You've got rips that'll pull out that can actually work to your advantage and get you out to the lineup, but there's also rips pulling down the beach.
Yeah.
So a lot of moving water in that foamy inside section.
Exactly.
And up and riding.
Got Leonardo Costa with his leash in his mouth, doing a good roll for the end section there. Let's see if he can push through that. I couldn't see if he landed that. I don't think he did. No, it wasn't complete. But yeah, pretty. I think he obviously must have snapped his leash or something, because on the takeoff on that wave, he had his leash in his mouth. I don't know if you saw that. There's someone running to hook him up another one.
And there it looks like one of his friends working his board caddy, bringing him another board and leash. Meanwhile, up and riding Jake Stone.
Yeah, Jake Stone having a look at that one, but unfortunately it hit the whitewash far too soon, and that kind of spells the end of the waves out here. As soon as it goes white, it's just a no-go. It's just too bumpy, too frothy, and it's really hard to make anything of it.
Yeah, since you're talking about it, for the bodyboarding viewers out there that are new to the sport, how difficult is it to hold your line and maintain your speed in foamy sections?
Yeah, it can be pretty difficult. Looks like Ben Player had no problem there with a nice, good bottom turn into that one, and clean cylindrical roll. Another one off the end there, so BP just keeping busy, building on his scores. But yeah, it's definitely pretty hard to keep your rail sometimes, especially in a beach break condition, because there's just a lot more to deal with. There's as you were saying, there's a lot of rips that cause a very uneven texture on the face. There's the uneven nature of the sandbar underneath you, and it just creates a very interesting playing field, if you will. Like just a lot of chop. When it's comparison to a reef break, it breaks over a relatively flat surface, so the wave face stays pretty clean. You'll sometimes see reefs that might be howling onshore wind, but because of the texture of the bottom, the wave face always stays pretty clean. As a beach break, you don't get that, so it's a very challenging condition to ride in, especially when it's big.
Yeah, as we saw in the previous days with the bigger conditions, backwash was almost rideable in itself, pushing back out.
Yeah.
Here we have BP up and riding. Ducks into a little cover-up, comes out through the white water, finds that end section, hits a nice clean roll, and
yeah, just finished that wave off. I dare say that that BP is actually just having a good time out there now. I think he's feeling pretty comfortable in second place. Although Francis Ferreira only needs a 6.08 to get in front of BP, so it's definitely not over for Francis or for Ben Player. Jake Stone's looking pretty safe out in front. BP needs a second place. Ben Player needs a 8.55 to get in front of him. So pretty safe times for Stoney, but Ben Player and Francis really need to get amongst it right now. Yeah, the guys are still just sitting out there, waiting for a bit of a set to come through. You can see the rips just sucked out. It's just finished. The lineup's looking pretty clean. So any wave that comes through now could be pretty good. and hoping we'll see some action soon.
All right, so we're counting down just about at 3.5 minutes remaining. Jake Stone again dominating this heat. I mean, BP has worked his way back in. There we go. Might help if I have my mic back on.
Yeah, nice.
Jake Stone firmly in the lead. BP working his way into that second spot. Francis Ferreira having a little difficulty out there. He snapped his leash, lost his board. He had to come in and grab some new gear from his board caddy. It ate up some time, but it won't really hurt his score any. He won't be penalized for switching out equipment.
No, definitely no penalty involved, but pretty much a nightmare situation happened in heat. You really don't want to. You're stressed enough already just having to compete against guys of the stature, and I mean, the last thing you want is for a piece of your equipment to go missing or to malfunction. So it's just really a bad situation to be in. But he's back out there and he looks ready to take the next set. Here we got Ben playing another a good-looking left. You can see him going pretty fast. A lot of bump on that face. He rode right into the rip there. So yeah, not such a great way for Benny. He's heading back out there. You can see he looks a little bit flustered, but don't stress, Ben. You've got this.
Yeah, he knows there's only a couple minutes remaining in this heat. I'm guessing he wants to get back out there and use the priority system to try and keep Francisco Ferreira from catching anything that would potentially bump Ben out in the closing moments. We've seen some interesting strategies out in the water. Have you ever been in situations like that where you've had to block somebody with priority?
Definitely, I did it yesterday. So, like yesterday, halfway through the heat, I just realized that I wasn't going to get through on. Well, I mean, I was going to get through on the scores that I had, but I needed to help myself by keeping the guy who needed a very small score to beat me off a wave, and I used my priority to do that. The thing is that you can only do it once before you lose priority, and then it becomes completely open again. So I think I made a good decision by keeping off the wave that I did, and it ended up working in my favor. So yeah, there's definitely every heat you see someone uses priority to their advantage, and I think this heat will be no different. Although I think that Jake Stone now has first priority, and Francis Ferreira has second. So it's Ben's kind of out there on his own right now.
All right, so as we're winding this down, just about done with this heat, just under a minute remaining. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, just looking forward to getting out there and competing and getting some fun waves. Just thanks for everyone for watching, tuning in, checking out the webcast, supporting the tour, and yeah, just a big shout out to my girlfriend, and she's watching in Puerto Rico, Natasha, and my family, my friends at home, and yeah, going home next week, so I'm so keen to see them all, and yeah, just good times everyone, and yeah, thanks for watching.
All right, cool. Well, Jerry, thank you very much for joining me in the booth
cheers,
again.
Jackson.
I appreciate it.
No worries.
And we're going to switch out. Jerry's going to go cruise down to the competitors area and watch the action from the beach, or go grab some food or whatever he needs to get done. We're going to bring in 9-time world champ Mike Stewart here to the booth to sit down and chat things up a little bit with us. So stay tuned. There you see Ben Player up and riding just under the horn, looking for a section. Kind of floats that end section, old school style. I used to watch guys from the Kauai Classic bodyboard team float end sections like that when I was a Grom. Again, kind of dating myself back to the late 80s, but